So there's an island called Yakushima in Japan, or off Japan. And there, Sika deer and macaque monkeys have enjoyed a long and interesting interspecies relationship. Like, the deer will follow the monkeys around and eat the food they drop out of the trees, which is, a good little relationship. They also don't mind having a little bit of a nibble on the monkey's poo because, I don't know, poo's delicious. And when you add bits of fruit or nuts or something, like that chocolate. Macaques often will groom the deers too, so they'll eat the ticks and the parasites. So the deers get groomed, the macaques get the nutrients, which is good. So scientists refer to this behaviour as mutualism. But it goes deeper. These guys, they've got a good relationship. So sometimes they see the monkeys hanging out on the deer's backs. Like they climb up and sort of have a nap, literally lie on the deer's backs and have a little sleep. And some have theorised it's because they're also trying to hitch a free ride. But then scientists did a bunch of studies and they looked at the mean total distance travelled when a monkey sits on the back of the deer. It's like it's negligible and not statistically significant. So it's probably not going for a ride. So evolutionary ecologist, a woman called Judith Bronstein, she says, look, there are probably multiple benefits that they both receive from this relationship. I mean, there's clearly a protection and a nutritional exchange, the poo and the grooming. You can tell it just by the fact that deers don't bugger off whenever the macaques turn up. Because, monkeys, they're not quite. Regardless, whatever their reasons, the deers are super accommodating to the macaques. And if you ever needed proof of this, it came in 2015 when researchers first saw a macaque humping a deer on camera.
It's time for a little bit of science.
Very little bit.
Or whatever this guy is going to bring. I'm Will Grant, Associate Professor of Science Communication at the Australian National University.
And I'm Rod Lamberts, a 30-year science communication veteran with what is clearly apparent, the mind of a teenage boy.
And as well as his dirty stories between animals,
I've got a tale about a frozen dead guy day.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about looking after each other. You've got some old-time AI for us as well?
I really do. Very oldie timey.
I've got something that is nice for everyone to know.
Oh, and I'm going to point out something no one would have realised. There actually can be a downside to certain cosmetic surgeries.
Wow.
Just one.
What a packed amount of science we're providing here.
Too much science is barely enough?
Yeah, I think so. Look, I knew.
You heard?
No, I haven't heard. I don't go trawling these things. I looked into your brain. And the instant there's mutualism, you're like, well...
They be fucking.
Oh, Jesus. Criminy.
No, it's beautiful. It's not symbiotic, but I mean, in a few millennia, maybe it will be. So it's fair to say when the researchers saw the young chap, macaque, climb up on the back of the female Sika deer and start going to town, they thought, oh... we've not seen this before.
Well, indeed. We be researchers, so let's document the behaviour.
Science is working. We've seen something new.
Okay.
And they thought, why would he be doing this?
So what question have you got from here? I thought this is the end of the story. So
yeah, that's it.
The monkey fucked the deer.
Well, humped the back of the deer. There was no coital interaction as such.
Oh.
But the monkey was definitely...
So you oversold this?
It's the headline. I just read the headlines. That's all I do. So, but the monkey's definitely banging the deer, like going to town, having a fine old time. And they're suggesting maybe the reason is the monkey, this was a young fella. He was a very low status, wasn't getting many of the monkey ladies. So maybe this is a way to broaden the net for satisfaction.
Yeah.
One hypothesis. It was weird. Anyway, it was unusual and they thought definitely a one-off. So 2018, so 3 years later, in a park near Osaka, like 500 kilometres plus away, it turns out 5 lady macaques were seen rubbing and riding a male deer.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool.
5
ladies
at
on
once.
one male deer. So either lucky deer or you poor deer. That was 2018. Back to Yakushima Island. And it turns out there was more monkey on deer action. 2020, 2021, 2023 at least observed.
So it's not actually uncommon?
Well, I don't know if there was much more in Osaka. They were just saying this is unusual. It's just they threw that into the study saying it's happened elsewhere and I'm thinking, why are they telling me this? But thought I'd bring it up. So they're pretty sure in the 2020, 21 and 23 editions.
Was it because of pandemic lockdown or something?
Yes,
like
exactly that. The poor deer and the poor monkeys are like, well, we can't interact with any of the poor deers. They're pretty sure the original dude was involved in at least some of these encounters, but not necessarily. It's not always easy to tell one macaque from another. Even the experts at times have trouble. But by this point, he would have been a dominant dude and he would have been getting the lady monkeys.
Oh, okay, so I don't
already.
need no deer.
So like, why is he taking...
So he's still doing the deer.
Still doing venison strange. Also, apparently some of the ladies in his troop were now doing what the Osaka ones were, now having a bit of a crack. It's entirely plausible, though, that the women monkeys and the other boys who might have been having a go, they think may have learnt from him. They might have gone, shit, I'll give it a go, as you would. If I saw a
Yep.
macaque humping a deer, I'd think, there's got to be something in it.
A learned behaviour, a culturally passed on behaviour.
Exactly, the word culture does appear. Or in fact, this is the next hypothesis. The macaques and the Sika deer may be developing what the researchers call a co-culture. It's pretty much two species that evolve with particular interrelated suites of behaviours. This is the thing. So it sounds pretty reasonable. But this doesn't offer a really strong reason why the monkeys near Osaka were doing this thing. The 5 ladies were going off. They don't make a strong connection at all between
Wrote
these.
each other letters.
Could be the
Sent
internet.
some pictures to each other. So
Parchment delivered by messenger. But of course, there's a lot more to be unpacked. We can't unpack it here, but I want to leave the story with my favourite hypothesis that was put forward. This weirder hypothesis that the deer may be acquiring regular nutrients by ingesting the male macaque's ejaculate. I didn't make this up, but the scientist I mentioned in the opener, she's a bit skeptical. She said, look, it's probably just annoying, right? They get some stuff on their back and they want to get rid of it. So they're kind of going, ah, and they don't really have hands. So they're like, well, I'll nibble it off.
They're licking it off.
Yeah, they're getting gunk on their back and they want to degunk themselves. So she thinks it's basically meaningless.
So that's what's in it for the deer.
That's the suggestion.
What's in it for the monkey?
Well, the deers don't appear to be fighting back. So if you feel like rubbing one out, you can just get up there. I call bullshit. I think the two of them were in love. I think it was interspecies love. So for 20 plus years, people would come together annually in Nederland, Colorado for Frozen Dead Guys Day. So it's a festival that features coffin races.
Coffin race?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, icy plunge contests, so jumping into really cold water. A whole bunch of small town unusualities. It's based on a very real and a very frozen dead guy called Bredo Morstoel, who's a Norwegian grandfather. His body had been stored and frozen in a shed in that town for decades. So Bredo, he was born in Norway in 1900. So he's normal kind of guy for the time, quiet, straightforward life, cross-country skier, painter, fisherman, worked in municipal parks, had one daughter, at the age of 89, quietly dies in his sleep. So his grandson, however, goes, oh, no. So his grandson is Trygve Bauge, I'm going to call him Bauge because it's easier, who is a devotee of survivalism, cloning, ice bathing, cryonics, etc., who had left Norway.
No, you can't say etc., because survivalism and cloning are not necessarily things to go together.
There's also no etc. Survivalism, cloning, ice bathing, and cryonics are particular interests / obsessions.
Well, cloning and cryonics,
exactly the same thing.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And so he'd left Norway and gone to Nederland in Colorado. Yep. I'm saying it with an accent because it should be Nederland, but they probably call it Nederland, as I said. So his grandfather dies, and Bauge says, well, no, Grandpappy can't die. So he had him moved to a cryonics lab called Alcor in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yep. Okay.
The details of how he had him moved are not clear. From Norway.
Oh.
He died in fucking Norway, which is unusual. And anyway, so he ends up in Scottsdale, Arizona, in a cryonics lab.
Were there anyone else in the family saying, look, can we just bury him?
I'm not aware. The daughter, at least the sources I read, the daughter doesn't come up much other than the fact that she exists, but I assume she's his mum. Anyway, under circumstances, unclear,
Okay.
Bredo comes to America posthumously to be in a cryonics lab.
Do you have to have a passport?
It's a good question.
Because I get if you're being returned, like you die overseas on holiday or something like that. I get the government's like, okay, cool, you can come back.
Yeah,
in.
you can come back. Yeah.
But if you're not
I want to emigrate.
Or
is it immigrate. Which one's in and which one's out?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because he's doing both, but he's doing neither because he's dead. So, do you need a visa? Do you need a passport? If you're not of that country, how do you move a body into that country?
And how long do you intend to stay?
I feel like. This is before Trump, obviously.
Well and truly.
Because there's no way that in Trump's America you can move a dead body.
Probably not, no. Anyway, he ended up there. He was preserved at Alcor Labs in liquid nitrogen for about 4 years.
All right.
So standard cryonic stuff of the time.
Yep.
Then in 93, he gets relocated to Colorado, where Bauge, his grandson, had packed him in a human-sized box filled with hundreds of pounds of dry ice.
Yeah.
Stores him in his shed.
In his shed?
In his shed out the back.
I feel like hundreds of pounds of dry ice is not enough to last.
Well, the brand of shed comes up a lot for some reason. They keep saying it's a tough shed, Tuff. Tough shed. And I'm like, I looked up tough shed. It's a brand of sheds. It's a shed company.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe it's particularly strong and it says underneath
insulate it?
You can put a lot of ice in these.
All right.
That's their motto. Anyway, so it's stored out the back in the shed. This is supposed to be temporary. I'm not sure what the longer term plan was, but apparently it's supposed to be temporary. So Bauge, his grandson, gets a local environmental company, to deliver fresh dry ice every 2 weeks.
Jesus.
The cost of $1,000 a month, US.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Just bury him. Let him go.
Eventually, Bauge was deported back to Norway. Not related to this. Anyway, off he had to go. But luckily, volunteers, neighbours and other helpfuls from around the town decided to keep Bredo frozen. They would constantly apparently monitor the shed, but they also had to handle many negotiations with town officials who were a little unexcited about the whole dead body stored in the backyard thing. So eventually the town, Nederland, passes a law saying you can't store dead bodies on private property, but because he'd been frozen and stored there beforehand, they literally grandfathered him in and said, well, you can stay though.
No more dead bodies.
No more.
No more.
After that guy.
This guy, fine.
We're drawing a line under it. That's enough. So a quick reality check for a moment here. The science bit. The body by now would have been frickin' savaged by it being moved, stored, frozen, unfrozen, etc. He died naturally, transported internationally, stored in multiple freezers. His body wouldn't have been great. Decades of dry ice crystals that would have been damage to the cells, all the stuff. No scientifically aware human would have said, that could be cool. But that aside, so his story, the whole tale of his freezing movements, etc., his grandson, it gains momentum, gets kind of folklorish. The frozen ancestor, the stubborn grandson, the town trying to balance compassion with the law, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So obviously the Frozen Dead Guy Dead Guy Days Festival kicks off 2002, which cemented him as a legend, or rather his corpse. So the town really leans in. They got brochures, events, they do tourism stuff, national news exposure, blah, 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 blah. It gets really big. But 20 years later, they're struggling to sustain it. It's not a big town. It gotten too expensive, and it's like maybe it's not as huge as it could have been. But it's okay because we have a hero. 2023, a guy called John Cullen says, I'll take it over. I'll take over the event. I'll make it happen. Now, he owns a hotel called the Stanley Hotel in a park, or a place, nearby called Estes Park. He owned the Stanley Hotel. Do you know what the Stanley Hotel was famous for?
No.
It was the basis of Stephen King's novel The Shining.
Oh, okay.
So allegedly haunted, quite famous, etc. So Alcor, the president of the cryogenic company that originally froze him for a few years, they sent a team to check on the condition of Bredo, like, is he all right?
Yeah.
Can we move him? And they packed him in a metal coffin. They popped it open. Apparently his face looked like he was weirdly well preserved. That's all they talk about is his face. I don't think they looked lower.
Or did some other testing?
No. Why would you do testing?
Let's just do visual testing.
Have a quick look at his face. Oh, that's pretty good.
I don't think visual testing is enough.
I think we can bring him back. It's fine. They wanted to remove him from Nederland to the Stanley Hotel. So they removed him at 4 o'clock in the morning so there wouldn't be protests of the people in the town. And they hired several former Navy SEALs as private security in case there was trouble.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
I know. They carefully unpacked his body from his frozen coffin. They move him into a van. They repack him. They drive him for over an hour to the hotel. Should be fine. They use apparently a special crane, I don't know why it's special, to lower him into a cryo chamber within the hotel's International Cryogenics Museum, because obviously.
All right, fair enough.
And he's still, I think, there today. So the whole thing moved across to there. But Bredo's journey, his journey's not over, because although his grandson apparently does come back in, says, look, he's basically made peace with the fact that Grandpappy's probably dead. It's okay, he's got plan B.
Could have made peace earlier. But anyway.
No, he didn't. But he's got plan B.
Which is?
Get him cloned.
What is going on?
Let the man die.
What is going on? Why are you going to clone him?
I don't know. But I don't know if that's happened yet. So stay tuned. One day I hope to bring you the update on the cloning of Bredo Morstoel.
Please. I feel like I've just got to say, I just feel, I know there are many industries that prey on the anxieties and fears and worries of people. But there's a little bit here where this has gone over the edge. Like, this guy doesn't seem well.
No.
And
he's just focused.
Who owns the corpse? Like, is there ownership of a corpse here?
Ooh, is there ever?
Like, well, I mean, just imagine there's a dispute. Like, it's like, okay, so...
Actually, it's my frozen...
The Stanley Hotel's got him, or the Grand... Do you own a corpse?
Ooh, that's a good question. You should find out and get back to us next episode.
Everyone likes prosocial behaviour. Prosocial behaviour, yeah. It's the behaviours that we all do to, look after each other.
The hugs rather than the punches.
The hugs rather than the punches.
As they call it in psychology circles.
Yeah. And some Italian researchers have finally...
Oh, the hugs rather than the punches. Okay, got it. Yeah. I fixed it.
Right. Okay. Thank you for that. But some Italian researchers in Milan, they have done an interesting study to see, okay, what might encourage some of these prosocial behaviours.
Money, guns.
No, neither of those. Neither of those.
I'm out.
Their suggestion was Batman.
Be prosocial.
A little bit. No. A little bit.
What?
Okay. So nice little research from Catholic University of the Sacred Heart in Italy. And when it comes down to it, I'm thinking, why did you choose Batman? But anyway, Anyway, you guys have another superhero in your pantheon.
The Riddler.
Yeah, Catholics love the Riddler.
The whole book of rules is pretty much full of riddles.
No.
Anyway,
their test of prosocial behaviour is basically who gives up their chair on the train to a pregnant woman.
That's very specific.
Yeah, no. What they're saying is it's a pretty universal marker.
You would have thought, yeah.
Like if it's a full train, there's no seats, and there's a pregnant woman. You see her and you go, all right, do I give them up? So what they're trying to say is, okay, this is one of those behaviours that, you can definitely see that is prosocial and that's not. And so they ran an experiment.
Yeah.
This is early morning trains in Milan. They're pretty packed, full of commuters, all of those kind of things.
All fabulously dressed.
And they had two teams. Team one was not a pregnant woman, but a woman wearing a pregnant prosthetic. So she's looking pregnant. I don't know why you couldn't. I mean, it's the Catholic University of the Sacred Heart.
You can't get pregnant easily in that environment. Maybe it's a pillow and a belt cinched up.
It's
under a smock.
It's a believable looking pillow. Yes, but it's basically they've got a pillow. Like they got the pillow.
What's she walking going? I'm so pregnant, my back hurts.
And an observer.
Yep.
They're getting in I think the front end of the train.
Right.
And at the other end of the train, they get in separately. Is another woman dressed up to look pregnant with the pillow under the front, and Batman also gets into that end of the train.
Perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal. The woman and Batman are not together. Like, it's not Batman's kid. It's not Batman's kid.
No, Batman doesn't breed. Wow, I wanted to be there when they went,
Do you know what? We should put Batman on a train. And
That'll make it a different experimental condition, which is true.
It absolutely would. It absolutely would.
Pregnant woman, or what do we compare it with? Pregnant woman and Batman?
So do you want the result?
Yes.
Okay. Passengers were significantly more likely to offer their seat when Batman was present. In 67% of the cases...
What the fuck is going on?
So Batman is not with the pregnant woman. But
they don't know that. Does he wearing a sign?
No.
Not my baby.
Then he's not Batman. No, it's like he's like standing 3 meters, 4 meters away.
He happens to be there.
He's in the compartment.
Blending into the background.
In the train carriage is Batman.
Surreptitiously hanging out.
It's clearly not Batman. Like it's
what? Wait a minute.
No, like it's a guy wearing a Batman suit.
Now, this is important. Is it like the 1960s Batman suit, which is basically a bunch of tights? Or is it like full on? Is it?
Okay, I'll go from the top down.
Top down.
Not wearing the cowl, so his face is visible. So
not Batman.
It's Bruce Wayne, nearly dressed up, but not quite. So because they said that would look a little bit too weird, and ethics didn't allow them to have the full face mask. Going down from there, we've got the cape. We've got, obviously, it's the sort of muscle suit. It's not a...
So everything's fake. Fake pregnancy, fake muscles.
It looks like a guy going to a Halloween party wearing a Batman suit. It doesn't, no one in there is thinking, oh, it's actually...
Is that Batman?
Is that actually Batman?
What's he doing in Milan? He's come to get his suits styled.
I mean, going down, he's just got black jeans on. I think that they're like black jeans.
Yeah, so it's a dude in a slightly weird...
And he's got like some black joggers.
So it's Batman-esque. Batman-esque. Hat tip too.
But still, 67 versus 37%. Way more of the people in the carriage give up the seat if Batman's present. Sure. So the question, of course...
is what the fuck are they doing and who said this is a good idea?
No, it's what the cause is.
Yes.
So, interestingly, of the people who gave up their seat... 44% said they didn't even see Batman. They're just like, I didn't see Batman. Yeah, I'm just giving up my seat.
Gorilla on the basketball court.
No, there's two theories. There's two theories that the researchers have got. One is that seeing something slightly unexpected makes you more observant of the world around you.
Yeah.
And then you go, there's weird guy dressed up as Batman. Oh, and there's pregnant woman. Better, I should give up my seat.
You're on higher alert.
You're on higher alert.
Yeah.
You're on higher alert.
I get that.
Their other hypothesis is that Batman encourages certain values, like it's like Batman, and so the researchers.
It's not Batman.
Yeah, no. But their theory is that Batman might be promoting values of truth and justice, and it's Superman.
Oh no, totally. It's not Batman.
So what they're going to do in the follow-up study?
Oh, they're going to try it with the Flash, Daredevil,
Darth Vader. Darth Vader, who doesn't promote giving up your seat,
but without a helmet and wearing black joggers and jeans.
So there you go. Thank you, Italy. We now know that Batman promotes giving up your seat to pregnant women.
We really fucking don't. I mean, well done for a wacky experiment, but my God, I have more questions than it's possible to ask in 7 episodes.
But if you want to go and do some fun research, go to the Catholic University of Sacred Heart in Milan.
Of Jesus. Old-time AI from the past.
Oh, like 2024 or like
Even-
1832?
Somewhere in between.
What?
So I was caught by a headline that was warning people about bogus or horrific Thanksgiving recipes being generated by AI.
Okay.
For them, and Thanksgiving is what, November the 58th or something.
So like the version where it's like add rocks or...
Yeah. Add explosives, rub it on your child's face, and then eat the dog, and you're like, this is not Thanksgiving anymore.
Just to pause for a sec. JD Vance,
God.
not normally a fan of the pod or us a fan of him, but he did make a funny.
Did he deliberately?
No, he was like talking to the troops or something like that, and it was like, be honest, who out of here? He's talking to the troops. Likes turkey, and it's like a few people raise their hands. He's like, some version of you're lying, and I'm like, that's right. You know that's right. No one likes turkey. Like it is.
Turkey was born dry, and it dries the moment you cook it. Then it gets dry.
There is a moment where you go, it's not bad. It's like peppery chicken,
but it's very rare.
And then the rest of the time, you're like, could have just cooked chicken,
or a duck, or a goose, or whatever. Swan.
Or a goose.
Goose is delicious.
You don't even know how to use your oven. You don't even know how to use your oven.
No, I don't cook it.
So here's me saying, could have
delicious.
just cooked a chicken, and you're like, or a goose, and it's like you've never cooked a goose.
No, but I've eaten it. Have you eaten goose? It's delicious. Fuck goose.
You've never cooked goose.
I've never cooked chicken. Not in an oven. I've cooked it in, I fried chicken because, I'm not a monster. But so when I was hunting for AI, I saw the headline and I thought, okay, tell me some of the recipes. So this article and a few others said, it recommends stupid things. It's often stealing, but the bigger complaint, it steals from legitimate food bloggers or chefs.
Yeah.
Crowds them out, so their exposure drops, they lose dollars.
Yep.
It's like, that's not a surprise. I'm like, come on, give me recipes. So it says, look, again, clear examples, wildly difficult to find. So the articles whinge about them, but they don't actually link. There was not a single link, not a single picture, and I thought this is a bit lame. Bloomberg, one source, says the summaries are telling home cooks, for example, this is the best I could get, bake your Christmas cake for 3 to 4 hours, which is not a good idea.
Is it not?
No, apparently they turn into lumps of charcoal.
I don't know. I could do a Christmas cake on a nice slow oven.
That's not what Bloomberg said.
I think a nice slow. What the fuck does Bloomberg know?
I don't know.
I think a Christmas cake would be all right in a nice slow oven.
It might. I don't know. So I don't know ovens. They're mysterious hot boxes.
This is a pretty moist recipe.
At first, they talk about cookie recipes turning up like, quote, cloying lumps of sugar. I'm like, this is boring as fuck. Come on, help me out. So I thought, I want to keep hunting. I want to find these AI recipes. Then I stumbled upon ancient history AI cooking efforts. And by ancient, I mean... So
what is this? AI trying to invent like the ancient Egyptian recipe for...
No, not that good.
Oh.
So a woman called Janelle Shane, she writes, or she wrote at least, artificial intelligence blogs and things. Some of them are hilarious. Some of them are unsettling. Things here.
Hang on, this is blogs about AI?
Yep, blogs about AI. She's a research scientist in Colorado. She makes computer-controlled holograms for studying the brain and other light-steering devices.
Okay.
That's her thing. So there's this piece she had called AI plus Vintage American Cooking, a combination that cannot be unseen.
All right. What do we got?
Which is good. So this is mid to late 20-teens AI, so neural nets and things like this. So she asks people, help me collect examples of the worst, the weirdest, and the most gelatinous recipes that American cooking has to offer, and then I'm going to train a neural net to
on the bad stuff.
Well, no, there's still actual foods.
No, she said the worst.
Yeah, the word the ones that say basically take gelatin, add olives, cheese, and gummy bears. Yeah,
bad.
Terrible.
So,
but real.
Oh.
These are things that people actually have made in the past, and I'm sure in some version of this podcast, I've talked to you about terrible recipes.
I think this is unfair to the AI to say I'm going to train it on the terrible stuff and then blame the AI for the terrible stuff that's going to come out.
No one's blaming. We're congratulating the AI. We're about to congratulate. The AI is going to feel better about this. So people submitted more than 800 real recipes, and these recipes were things like beef fudge, marshmallows, chocolate chips, ground beef, among other ingredients.
Marshmallows, chocolate chips, ground beef. Wow.
It actually could be fine. I mean, beef goes with everything. I don't really like marshmallows that much, too much.
No, look, I think there's a interesting place for marshmallows, but it's not often.
It's not with beef and chocolate chips? Maybe chocolate chips.
I'm going to need to know a few more ingredients here.
No, I don't have them. Circus peanut jello salad, which had crushed pineapple and Cool Whip at least. Tropical fruit soup. Again, remember, these are real recipes. These are recipes that have been suggested. Banana includes banana, grapes, and a can of cream of chicken soup.
Look,
not a good idea. Lemon lime salad, cottage cheese, mayonnaise, and horseradish were key ingredients. Fine. It's just very gooey and like just sloppy and a bit spicy.
Again.
It's not great.
I'm still stuck on the submit me your bad recipes and I'm going to train something on it.
It's early AI. They just want to see what they could do. Then at first she's panicking, right, because they're generating these really boring recipes. So it's like shrimp, prawns, grapefruit, and lemon jello is citrus seafood, whatever. Chili sauce, lemon jello, cottage cheese plus mayo. Boring, whatever. But then the AI whips into action.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 3. The first one is called Eels in Silence.
Eels in Silence?
That's the name of the
I like
dish.
that as a recipe.
I know. Straight away I'm like, oh. It contains half a pound of butter, a beaten egg, 3 firm tomatoes, 6 ounces of sardines, cooked lacy bacon. I don't know what lacy bacon is. 2 hard-boiled eggs, potato chips or floating get butter.
Get butter.
Yeah, either chips or floating get butter.
Sure. Where's the eel?
There isn't any.
Aww.
They're silent. Eels in silence. The instructions are melt butter and remove from heat, add egg, and when thoroughly folded, these are hard-boiled eggs, add mayonnaise, put in covered container and chill until firm. In warm weather, in salt as directed on tin.
Sure.
Serve with potato chips or floating get butter. So that's Eels in Silence.
I do miss this era of AI when it was really incomprehensibly
absolutely insane, barking fucking mad. Aqua bunny cake.
Nice.
Ingredients: 1 bunnies.
1 bunnies.
Yep, 1 bunnies. 1 cup water. 1 box of frosting. Marshmallows, so you're happy. Chocolate and sprinkles. Assembly: put the bunnies in a narrow basket and let float to sea.
Let float. That's great.
I'm already happy. Then cook the bunnies in a covered pan of water until the bunnies are done. So not before, they've got to be done.
Okay.
Remove the bunnies from the basket. Mash them with the help of the back of a spoon.
Sure.
Put on the marshmallows. Sprinkle the bunnies with chocolate and marshmallows. 4, place the bunnies on a little tin, brackets towards the back of the tin, of the tin, and pour the contents of the bunny's basket onto the bunny, which is getting very sort of surreal and Escher-like. Finally, put on your best sailor's outfit and hope the weather cooperates.
Oh.
That's the end of the recipe.
I'm so happy. That's so beautiful. Put on your best sailor outfit.
And hope the weather cooperates. That's aqua bunny cake. And if making Eels in Silence and aqua bunny cake has stressed you out a bit, you might need a cocktail.
Okay, good.
The cocktail is called Magnitude Collar, as in round the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
There's an opening sentence or two which says, lasers give you the chance to ascend a string of dazzling ball bearings.
They do. They do.
This is a cocktail recipe. Goes on to say, if you remove them quickly enough, you will be towed for a jolly good time.
No doubt.
So that's good to know. Ingredients. A 1/4 ounce flat glass. A 1/4 ounce block of chocolate. Salt. And the garnish. A 1/4 ounce of Kentucky bourbon, chopped.
Chopped.
A 1/2 packet of Splenda, artificial sweetener. The directions are blend all ingredients thoroughly and turn into fine molds, secure with rollers.
Secure with rollers.
So stop complaining about 2025 AI because
no, that's beautiful.
This is absolutely fucking gorgeous.
I kind of miss the innocence.
It's beautiful.
I miss the innocence of that era.
The magic of it all just makes me so happy. It just makes me so happy. We should all be looking at 20 teens neural nets.
It's like a computer with no fucks. Like it's just like, you know what? I'll just say some words and put on your best sailor suit and off we go to
hope
sea.
for a cooperative weather.
Oh my God.
That is an aqua bunny cake. It's fucking fabulous. It just makes me so happy. That sort of stuff.
I love it.
So happy.
You know that recently there's a small study. I think Forbes put it out.
Forbes?
No, it's one of those papers with the funny color. It's Financial Times or something like that, actually. AI content has just surpassed human content on the internet.
No.
So
there's more of it.
There's more of it.
I'm shocked.
Well, no, not total. In like new stuff produced.
Cool. Took longer than I expected.
Well, it's great, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Some researchers out of China have done the most important study.
Oh, how to get money, laid, love, longevity, and all with one pill.
Yes, but one step before that.
Oh.
It's like the precursor.
Do really well at school.
No, it's how to win at rock, paper, scissors.
Fuck, finally. You know, I want that so bad I even forgot to mention it.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You know, I'm like...
Do you mean against who, though? Like, because if it's against my sister, always do the thing that she did that will beat the thing she did last time.
Oh, you might already be on the money.
Is that right?
So, there's a bunch of Chinese researchers. They took 360 students and broke them into groups of 6 and had them play 300 rounds of rock, paper, scissors in random pairings.
On the ones that didn't kill themselves?
I don't know if this is like 300 rounds each.
God, I hope so.
Or total round.
With no breaks.
It does sound like great Chinese research. You know,
it is very focused.
You will do this now, and we will get our paper out.
Some of you may die, but it's worth it.
But there was an incentive for the students.
Yeah.
If they win, they get a small amount of money. So as they played, the researchers are looking at how people are winning and how they're rotating through the different play options as they win or lose.
Yeah.
Now, what they found, if a player wins over her opponent in one play, her probability of repeating the same action in the next play is considerably higher. Yeah. So if you play stone and you win, then you're probably much more likely to play stone, rock. You know,
stone.
So you stick to stony rock, stony. So you stick to the one that won. You're like, I won, so obviously this is
because the next time the person you're playing against will do the thing that will beat the rock, so you do the thing that beats that.
That's it. Well, and if you lose, you're much more likely to change. So that's our psychology here. Is if you win, you stick, and if you lose, you change.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So. The key strategy that they came out from this is that this is the normal strategy is win, stay, lose, shift.
Yep.
So the best way to win at rock, paper, scissors is to then think about that. Switch if you lose the first round.
Yep.
Switch to the thing that beats the thing your opponent just played.
Yes.
So
yes,
you've got what because the winner is going to stay still. You've got to change and beat that.
The opponent plays rock. They think I've got the rock, and you go cool. Next time I'm going to do paper.
If you win, don't play the same thing.
Yeah.
But instead switch to the thing that would beat the thing that you just played.
Yeah. If you did rock, they're going to and beat them. They're going to go paper. So if you did rock, you do scissors next.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
exactly. But big flaw in the whole stupid thing. You don't get 2 rounds. The point of rock, paper, scissors is that you get one round. Like it's like, you're like, who gets to sit in the front seat of the car? Who gets to sit in...
It's not like, let's smoke a few cones and play rock, paper, scissors for an hour.
Let's have maybe 30 rounds of rock, paper, scissors and see who works.
See how it works out, yeah.
You
go, grand on
you
it.
go one round... And
then the issue is decided.
And the issue is decided. And it's like, thank you, Chinese researchers. If you do play 30 rounds, this is your strategy.
For you who do that.
So, I don't know.
I still like it. I like it. So it turns out there's actually a downside to at least some plastic surgery.
No.
I know.
No.
This is the first.
I was going to go and get it all. I haven't had any. I just wanted to get it all.
You haven't?
Give it all to me.
But why do you look so young and well?
I want some mutually contradictory plastic surgery.
I want my eyes lifted and lowered.
And yeah, exactly. But implanted and outplanted.
I want one breast expanded and the other one reduced.
No, I want both expanded and both reduced.
No, but one at a time though.
No,
keep people guessing.
I'm going to quantum.
So I know what you want.
Quantum state.
What you're saying
surgery.
Is you want someone to put a little tube in both your breasts and go expand it.
No, I want to live all possible universes at all possible times.
Maybe you are.
Yes.
Whoa. So gluteal augmentation.
Your butt lift.
Yep, yeah, and often called the Brazilian butt lift recently.
It seems racist.
Well, the Brazilians aren't a race.
I mean, it seems positive, but it does seem racist.
Yeah, it can be racist in a good way, but they're not a race. It's countryist. I don't know. I'm not an anthropologist. Anyway, it's commonly called or referred to as a BBL, your Brazilian butt lift. But gluteal augmentation.
Yeah.
So for those of you who aren't aware, I mean, Will obviously is, but so from the Australian Society of Plastic Surgeons, here's what it is. It's a procedure that reshapes the buttocks by reducing excess skin and, depending on the patient's individual needs, either reducing or increasing the amount of fat in the buttock, resulting in...
Surely we're or increasing the amount of skin. Like you can't reduce the amount of skin and then increase the amount of butt.
Well, you can keep it stretchy. You make it really smooth it out.
Oh, okay, maybe.
You're lacking imagination.
I'm just feeling taking 30% of your skin away and adding 40% more butt.
That's making it really tight.
Yeah, okay.
So the amount of fat in the butt, it results in smoother skin and a firmer, rounder, and even maybe more evenly proportioned contours of the buttocks.
Well, lovely.
And in some patients, this can be achieved simply from a fat injection. So take it from one place, put it to another. So often it is simply that. You relocate your goo. So there are some side effects. Can you guess any?
Being too hot.
Well, we've all experienced that.
I think that's it.
One of
like
your butt's too magnificent now.
You shame everyone else.
So there's a lot of chatter recently about a very specific one. Mm-hmm. It's a smell.
Why are you going to make me sad?
You don't like smell?
I'm just sad for these people. What's happening? Are they farting or they just can't stop?
Nope. So it's called, by some anyway, the BBL smell. It's an unpleasant, musty, sometimes rancid odour that can follow people around after the procedure.
Oh.
If too much fat is packed into a single spot, more than the blood vessels can support...
Oh, so it goes rancid.
It fucking dies.
Oh.
So that's basically, technically, you'd call that fat necrosis. So it rots.
Oh.
It rots. And rotting tissues and meats. Officially, this is how you put it. When there is more fat in an area than blood supply allows, the fat will die through a smelly process. There can be other causes. So it could be that it's just the healing process,
It could be. It could be.
Also, I like this. After surgery, sometimes hygiene can become a bit more difficult. So some patients say the new shape of their butt makes it harder to wipe properly.
Oh, of course. It is so big I'm now no longer able to.
It's called the Kardashian squared.
I feel like if you are no longer able to wipe,
you've gotten carried away.
You've gotten carried away.
Maybe less butt.
If you need now a rag on a stick, then just choose a little bit less.
Yeah, or a butt wiper. Time for the butt wiper. So that can lead to bacterial growths, etc. But I don't want to scare you off getting yours because obviously you should. So what can you do? Well, you've had it done. You've had your Brazilian butt lift or your gluteal augmentation.
If listener is
if you're in the mood, if you're thinking about it.
They've just had theirs.
So things you can do. You can wear compression garments to help support healing and reduce fluid buildup.
But why do you want to compress something you've just expanded?
It's a good question.
I think that would be defeating the purpose.
I know. I've made my butt bigger now. I'm going to constrict it. I'm not going to let it run free. Seems wrong. I agree with you.
It does.
I agree with you. But that's an option. You should also wash these things scrupulously with
I feel like in general we should all wash scrupulously.
Particularly they're talking exercise.
I mean, that's when I get into the shower,
You're thinking scrupulous.
Scrupulous is the word.
The word above your shower.
Mantra.
Scrupulosity.
Yeah, exactly. My mantra is stepping
etched into the tiles.
Yeah.
Remember, wash everything twice.
Be scrupulous.
William, wash everything twice. And thoroughly. There's also particular stuff that is, I've paraphrased as fucks me, that's rancid clothes-washing liquid. You've got to get something that's really good at it, antibacterials or butt fat. You can also wear disposable absorbent garment liners. You wear them under your clothes, they absorb moisture, reduce skin to fabric contact and help keep things drier. But it's gotten to a point where some people actually have to get the procedure reversed just because of the smell.
Well,
so think twice. Don't make it too large. If you want to get cosmetic surgery, I say have at it. I've had moments where I've thought maybe I could become even more attractive with a little bit of surgery.
Well, you'd be on the Mar-a-Lago face journey. You know that's now the most popular.
The Mar-a-Lago face?
The Mar-a-Lago face.
What is that to look like Trump? I need a bigger jowl.
No, to look like the women in Trump world.
I do want to look like the women in Trump world. I want to look like Melania.
But
in her 30s.
And Lauren Boebert and Laura Loomer. I want
to look like Margaret Taylor Greene.
Particularly in Washington, but all throughout, there's a whole bunch of people that's like, I want Mar-a-Lago face.
Fuck me.
And the point is to look super artificial. So Good on them. That sounds great.
They've
That sounds
nailed
great.
it.
You know, it's like it's not only dress the team, it's like change for the
Yeah,
team.
embody, literally, physically embody the team.
Well, look, listener, that has been your little bit of science.
Yep.
You can't have any more.
No, it's enough.
Everyone only needs a little bit.
And then what you do after you've had your little bit, you grab your rating fists and you smash them on the star buttons
You do.
until there are no stars left for anyone else.
And you can watch us on Twitch, Friday afternoons, usually.
Probably 3:30.